Okay, here we go. Are you ready? Oh, I think I need to share this screen. It's Teacher Sky. Hello and welcome. Oh, I wanted to put some music on. Would you like to hear some music? Let's see what we have here. Oh, this is a good one. Good to see you. Ready? Welcome. Oh, people are starting to get here. Welcome to class. Priyanka, you were first. High five. How are you doing, Bibish? It is Sham. Hi. I'm back. Thank you, Priyanka. We are live on Facebook and YouTube, TEACHERSkyESL, right, and Twitch at Hello English. Are you watching the show? Come and be a part of it. It's so fun. Okay, let me share this screen. Oh, here we go. We do this again. What would you like to learn today? The spotlight's on you. Yeah. Come on up. I'd love to hear from you. Shabazz, Gels. Fatima is here. Fatima, why don't you come up? Here, I'll bring the music down a little bit. Nice intro. This one's called Over Land and Sea. Oh, different, Fatima. I just learned how to say your name. I called you Fatima forever. Gels, Shabazz. Does anyone call that name different ways? Can you say it different ways? Yeah. I know. I'm learning too. It is Sham. Thank you. Greetings to you, Fatima. No, I'm inviting you. Okay. That is a good one. Over Land and Sea. Yeah, by Emancipator. I really like them. Ahmed. Mom, what are you teaching? I'm teaching you. That's what I'm teaching. It's Subscriber Spotlight, or the spotlight's on you. If you'd like to come up, you can hop on. We could probably do some exploring if you'd like. I could bring up a lesson. What would you like to learn? So I'm not going to correct you anymore. I'm cured. You say, hi, ma'am. I think someone just told me that that's like mom. So it is correct in your language. We spell ma'am, M-A''am. Thank you, Gels. Good to see you guys. Now, I will go back. I will follow you because I care. Yes, and if you make mistakes, I will correct you because I care. I don't have much to do today. The spotlight's on you. So you have to carry this live stream, all of you. You're funny, Priyanka. Thank you. I learn a lot. I learn from my students. I had no idea mom was like an endearing mother kind of thing. I never had kids, so I don't know. I don't know mom in different languages. So ma'am can be like mother, right? Oh my goodness. I could have a lot of children if all of you were my kids. That's a lot, all around the world. Okay, Fatima, you're here to learn. What would you like to learn? Can you teach us anything? How are you all at writing sentences? Can you write? How's your grammar? Yeah, everyone always wants to speak very fluently. And the way you do that is with good grammar, right? You know, grammar. I don't be afraid. I know tenses make me tense too. But your grammar basically is, does it sound good? You know if it sounds wrong, there's a word left out. Usually it's those little words like and the and You have to say those little words. They're like glue for your sentence. I know. So you really have to make sure you get all of those little words in for your grammar. Now I want to try this again. I'm sharing the screen. Okay. Would you all like to look at a lesson? I do have the ESL language library. Let me see if I got this to work right. Not seeing it. Facebook, hello. Oh, you guys. Now, have you visited my teacher, Sky ESL? It's a YouTube channel, and I need as many subscribers as possible. Yesterday, Thomas Bobbitt was on our live stream, and Thomas is an SEO guy, like search engine optimization and all that. He has this YouTube channel, and he has so many subscribers. He gets paid. What a concept. I would like to get paid for doing what I do, helping everyone learn English. Okay, I think I got that screen share right that time, Facebook and YouTube. Okay, guys, I'm going to bring the music down. Okay, thank you, Emancipator. Now, Emna, are you out there? We have to give credit or ask Elle if we can use her music again. Now, I tried to tell Facebook we are an educational channel and this is all for educational purposes, but you know how that goes. So they don't like it if you have copyrighted material on your program. Although when it's education, sometimes it's considered fair use as long as you give credit. Okay, you always want to give a reference or cite someone, a citation. Do you know footnotes like on the bottom of a research paper? I know. So Annie, it's Teacher Sky ESL. Okay, I'll type it in the comments. Excellent. And that's on YouTube. Okay. All right, guys. Good to see you all here. I don't have a TikTok. Maybe I should get one. I am supposed to be a scholar in social media. I'm working on a doctoral dissertation. I'm about halfway through with the data collection process, and it's all about social media marketing for small businesses. Yeah, I'm trying to find out. My major is education technology, so I'm trying to find out, how do you learn to use social media? Do any of you have a good tutorial or a lesson? How did you learn? I would like to know. Could you type in the comments? I'd also like to see how your grammar is. See if you can write complete sentences. Can you speak? Yeah, I'm on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. You can find me. Teacher Sky. My real name is Kathryn. Okay. And I'm still trying to decide, this year I should graduate, I'm hoping. I've been going to Leadership Day training, and that's through my fraternity. I'm in an honor society. It's the National Society of Leadership Success. And we've been having to go through this big induction process, but I expect to graduate by the end of the year. And when I do, I want to grow up to be a Hallow teacher. Like the course teacher. Have you heard of the courses? They're really good. Yeah. So I'm trying to decide what am I going to be called when I get that PhD at the end of my name? What would you call me? Would it be like Teacher Sky, Doctor Sky? Does that sound professional enough? Kathryn with a RYN, Donna. Yeah, it's a little bit different. Kathryn. Yes, it's what my mother calls me when I'm in trouble. No, she named me after Katharine Hepburn. Do you know Katharine Hepburn? She's a very famous actress. Yes, black and white movies, my mother's era. Dr. Sky, what do you think? Or could it be Dr. Kathryn? My last name's Tomlinson. Somebody said Dr. Katsky. I thought that was funny. Katsky. Okay, guys. Well, you're not giving me any suggestions. Oh, hi, Hosan. Don't download TikTok? Really? Why not? Is it bad? I think it helped us out a lot. Do you remember when, oh gosh, it was about a year ago when we had our other president, 45, and the kids. Do you guys remember hearing about that? Oh, it's political. We shouldn't go there. Okay, Priyanka wants to prepare for IELTS. And to prepare for IELTS, you're wanting to improve your English. Now, there's the written portion. Yes, and then you have the more general part of the test that is like speaking skills. A lot of my students, they practice with the speaking parts. And what I ask you to do is, Hallow has this in the chats. You can record. I do this on Facebook too, and there are different applications where you can record your answers to these questions and let Teacher Sky listen. I'd like to hear how you speak, Priyanka. So what specifically would you like to learn? Rahul is new. Welcome. Talking with native speakers. That's what you're doing now. You're talking to me. Did you know I'm a native Texan? Oh, I don't have my cowboy hat, but I'm from United States. I'm in the central part of United States. It's called the Ozark National Forest. Yeah, it covers about 3 or 4 different states. But I'm in the foothills of the Ozark National Forest. They're called the Boston Mountains. Yeah. And right on the border of Oklahoma and Arkansas. But I'm a native Texan. I was born in Amarillo. Have you ever heard that song? Amarillo by morning. That's like a driving truck driver. Amarillo by morning. Let's see what else, you guys. I learned by watching several. Oh, Annie, good one. Let's share this with everyone, okay? I learned by watching several educational videos on YouTube, as well as followed and joined many good pages on Instagram and Telegram. Oh, is Telegram one? I don't know that one, Annie. You are very good with your English, and that is a perfect sentence. I don't think I can correct you at all, but that is very good information for all of the other viewers here today. So watching educational videos. Now, if you get bored with it, watch something that's fun, something that you like. I love these little, you want to share one of the songs that I share with my littles? Oh, they're so fun. Now, this is a really neat page on, I believe it's on YouTube. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, I think it's called Silly Songs. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, wait a second. Let me share the screen and we'll do a little search. You want to? Oh, and we'll practice the song together. There's one that we've been doing. Oh, it's so much fun. This is cute. Veggie Tales. Veggie Tales. Now, I want to find the silly ones. Okay, it's called Silly Songs. I'm pretty sure. Oh, there's some, yeah, for kids. Oh, and they're just so cute. These are fun. But I want to practice this one that we've been doing. Let's see. Cleanup Time, I think is what it's called. And it's so cute. Okay, did I share it? Okay, you guys can see it. So they're called silly songs and different ways that you can learn English. Oh, where is the one? We've been using it. Oh, here it is. You guys are going to love this. Will you sing it with me? Okay, let's sing together. Now, the words are on the screen, and it's really fun. Okay, are you ready? It's the Learning Station.
Cleanup is fun on the CD Play to Rest by the Learning Station.
Ready?
Cleanup is fun when we clean and sing this song. So come on and clean together and sing along.
Ready, sing.
La 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 la. La la So come on and clean together and sing along. Put the blocks up on the shelf, put the trucks away. Everything has a place to stay. Tomorrow will be another day that we can play. Put the games up on the shelf, put the dolls away. Everything has a place to stay. Tomorrow will be another day that we can play. Clean up is fun when we clean and sing the song. So come on and clean together and sing along.
Okay. La
La la la la la. La 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 la. So come on and clean together and sing along. Put the books up on the shelf, put the crayons away. Everything has a place to stay. Tomorrow will be another day that we can play. Put the puzzles on the shelf, put the toys away. Everything has a place to stay. Tomorrow will be another day that we can play.
Okay.
La 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 la.
Isn't that cute? Oh, I just love the
You can-
graphics. Now, there's a lot more on silly songs, but they have the lyrics and you can sing along and it kind of gets in your head. So it's good practice. Okay. You're wanting practice. These are fun. That's so cool, Spock. Hey, it's very hard to do that. Live long and prosper. Coldplay. Really? A Sky Full of Stars. Oh, that's cool. I'll have to listen to that. Coldplay. They're pretty heavy, aren't they? That's a rock band, right, Spock? Donna, I learned German by watching YouTube videos, and now I know a number of letters. By the way, I have 11 years old. I'd like to share my story. Oh, Donna. Yes, we would love to hear your story. Oh, that is so cool. Sabrina, are you singing? I can hear you, Teacher Sab. Clean up is fun. We're having fun now. Annie enjoyed it. Was that a standing ovation? Do you guys know standing ovation? Yeah, that's when at the end of a performance, a song or anything, everyone in the whole auditorium stands up and they clap and they don't stop clapping until the performer comes back on the stage. It's called an encore. Yeah, they come back and they do an encore performance. That means they do another song. Have you ever been to a show like that? It's been a long time since we've had big gatherings like that, hasn't it? I know. Oh, it is, Sham. You are so sweet. So Spock, firstly, cool. That has to be the next best thing for beginners. It is. Next best thing? So what's the best thing, Spock? Oh, Rahul says he's also learning Spanish. So you guys are learning all kinds of languages, right? How many languages do you know? Could you type it in the comments? And I want a complete sentence. If you get anything wrong, I'll help you. Okay, I'll correct you. But I'd like to know, what's your native tongue? Mine is Texan because I'm from Texas. Yeah. Howdy, y'all. It's a different dialect in the United States. I had to go to school to learn voice and diction. Yeah, because I got into radio and television. I lived in Dallas, Texas. Oh, yes. We called it the Third Coast. Have you ever heard of the Third Coast? What about the East Coast and the West Coast? Now, in United States, East Coast is like New York City, right? And then West Coast is Los Angeles, the other big city, okay? Well, in the middle was Dallas, Texas. Yes, we're right in the middle. And we called ourselves the third coast because a lot of motion pictures were being shot there in Texas. Texas has all kinds, it's a very big state. It could be a country. But it has all kinds of terrain. It has beaches, it has mountains, it has desert, it has beautiful trees and a lot of rivers and things like that. So they shoot a lot of movies there. And they were calling it the third coast because we already had New York and LA. Yeah, a round of applause. Good, Annie. That is a good way to say it. So it is shown, four languages. Oh my goodness. Spock, good point. The best thing for you is hello. Practice on hello. Hop on some live streams. Hop on here. Naranjan, where are you? You're going to hop on today and talk about your segment. I hope you can make it. Fatima, you know 3 languages? Oh, let me know what they are, guys. Rahul, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Malayalam is your native. Thank you. English, Hindi, Tamil, and Spanish. Excellent. You are really learning. So Fatima is Somali, Arabic, and English. That is amazing. Okay, so I got you confused with this other Fatima who has been a subscriber with Teacher Sky all month. Thank you, Fatima. Come on up. Do you say your name the same way? The other Fatima? And where are you from? Hello.
Hello, Miss. How are you?
I'm good. So all that time I called you Fatima. You never corrected me.
It's okay.
You like it?
Like some people call me Fatima, Fatma. So I got so many
Fatima.
nicknames. This is one of my nicknames. That's why I didn't mind it.
Oh, it's a nickname. That's what Sky is for me, the nickname. Right. You guys know nickname? It's kind of a fun name that people call you when they're friendly, your friends. So Teacher Sky, I try to be friendly. Hope I'm not a mean teacher. Fatima, have you learned anything from Teacher Sky at all?
Yeah, sure. Like I learned from you that I shouldn't be down. I get a looking in the blessing inside. It helped me on the personal aspect. I started my online business, sponsoring it. Like I'm receiving some students to teach online. So I feel that I made a trace, a great progress on all aspects. It's not that huge or successful, but it's just like a start. Like it really helped me to feel my value. Like I don't care how people look at me or judge me. Like I feel that I'm precious inside. Like this is when I identified the blessing inside, I think.
It's a big deal. It really is. So all of you, I hear people every day say, oh, I don't speak English very well. Yes, you do. And I want you to stop saying that and start saying, I'm getting better at my English. I practice every day and I'm getting better. We all have to learn. So yeah, I'm seeing a lot of that on Hallow. People here are very supportive, aren't they? Are
They
you
are.
getting support? Yeah.
Yeah, like I do just like frequent live stream. I live stream most of the time, and I get to know so many people from different culture. Like sometimes, like I have some like questions. I question stuff with them. Like I choose a topic, or we let's say discuss it for hours. Like it's just like a brainstorming. Like I brainstorm with different people from different culture. Like I start looking at things differently. Like I think it's a bless. Like this app is a real bless. Like it helps you in all the aspects, psychological one, practical one, knowledge wise, like all the wise, like it helps you.
It does. And you're kind of a teacher at heart. So you're beginning to teach English? Are you teaching English?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I told you I'm a new graduated from English department, so I started like to offer my services in my local community, and hopefully I'm receiving some offers. So
you are the beginning of this wave that's happening. Do you guys know this is a revolution? what we're doing right now? Do you realize you're a part of it? And you are the early pioneers. So you're exploring. It's kind of scary, isn't it? You know what they say here? Because the pioneers were the white people that came, and there were the Indians that had arrows. They said the early pioneers take all the arrows. So it can be hard on you. But, after you all learn, you don't have anyone to talk to, right? And that's why you're here on Hallow, and it's a wonderful support group, right? It's a community that will help you, like Fatima, and just become so confident in your English that you can then teach others, your family, your friends, and perhaps you want to go to school to teach English, right? You can do that. You can get certified. There are lots of opportunities online nowadays because English is going to be the global language, and we're doing it. We're starting this, and it's starting very slow with just us. But then, Fatima, when you start teaching people in your country, that is going to be like a big wave, isn't it?
It is like I feel that I'm impactful. I feel that I'm doing really beneficial and useful step.
Yeah.
Like you know what? Because as I told you before, like English is not like a merely a language. Like it's a gate that give you an access to a new world, a new culture, a new mentality even. Like if I compare my mindset before I learned the language, like it was kind of closed one. I was only like watching the stuff in front of me. I wasn't like that open to the world and to other cultures. So as I said, like when you learn a new language, you will like be able to have a new mindset, like along with
Never
the
thought of
language.
that.
So
I never thought of that. You gave me a new mindset. That's so true, because when you all have told me different things from your language, you try to describe something and it's rich. There are so many ways to say words and to make sense in the world and the meaning. So you begin to think differently, don't you? Um,
exactly. Like there is something like this thing even scientifically proved. There is a theory in linguistics. It's called the Saffir theory. It said there is an impact of the language on the way that we perceive the world. It said the language impact this thing. An example of this thing is said like for example in English language there is that say a really accurate words for describing time. Like if you compare it with other language, like English cares about describing time accurately, like whether it was a British or American one. And so this thing reflects the culture that people they care for time. And when you start acquiring that language, like you yourself, like because you are, let's say you will be part of that language, like you yourself, you will like uh, start to care for the punctuality. You'll be more punctual person itself. And the same thing for Arabic language. Like in Arabic language, there are so many words for astronomy that, let's say, since they were the pioneers in this science and thing. So
right.
you can see that people they care much for luck concept and whether this thing is ominous or lucky or I don't know what. Like the language itself, like it reflects the mentality, the mindset of people. And when you start
Yes.
learning that language, let's say you will, let's say, acquire this perspective no matter what.
Very interesting. Wow, you get assimilated. Do you guys know Star Trek? I know Spock is here. Have you seen that one where all the Borg begin to assimilate everyone? And, we want to be individuals. But I just love that about, each person has something to share. And each person can help us to understand and have more meaning, right, in our world because they have a different perspective. You all have different perspectives. You're from different countries. You have different backgrounds and different cultures. And isn't that true about just every individual? Ah, good. Oh, Simba Sarah, thank you. Oh, this is great. Um, Fatima, could you help read some of the comments? I'd like to give you practice and let people hear you. But
Yeah, sure.
I pinned a comment about Hallow. Can you see that one?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thrilled with the idea of getting involved. Is more than a learning platform. Way more than learning. platform. Like
Yeah.
as I said, it's just like a way of progress on all the aspects. Oh, okay, there are there's a compliment. All right. So let me read it one more time.
Okay.
Said when I came here, I was astonished by the ease of learning and boasting the competence in various aspects. I was an introvert person, but now, being here for a while, I am a ambivert. No more. I think she means extrovert.
I think so. Ambivert. I would have to look up that word. I'm not sure. I think extrovert.
Yeah, the opposite of introvert. All right.
Well, there is an ambivert. Let's see what it means. A person whose personality has a balance of extrovert and introvert.
I see.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Thank you,
wow.
Simba, Sarah. You're teaching us.
I
Excellent.
see.
So I was an introvert person, but now being here for a while, I can say I'm an ambivert, and you can teach us what
Mhm.
that means. Excellent.
It's a mixture of both, being introvert and extrovert. No
Yeah.
more a shadow that only listens but has no confidence to express my feelings and thoughts.
Wow. That's
That's
powerful.
amazing.
That is what it's all about, right? And I believe empowerment, that's what makes you able to attain your goals in life and to even have goals, right? Do you all
Mhm.
have goals? Hi, Bahara. Good to see you. Now, if anyone's here that is a subscriber and I've missed you, I don't see the balloons. So please let me know. Ask to hop on. I apologize. Okay, loves your accent, Fatima. Now, Anong says, okay, here, could you read this one, Fatima?
Mhm. Hi, teacher. This is first time to learn English with Hello. I'm from Thailand, and my English language very not well. It would be better if you write not adequate. So it will be. And I don't think that your language is not that very well. You are need just like for help and practicing. That's pretty much
Yes,
it.
correct. What a
Like
support
like
group.
as a foreign learners, I have that motto that nobody got good English. There is no concept of good English. As long as you are able to communicate and you are able to deliver your message, mean that you speak the language. So,
Oh my goodness. I learned another one. I'm going to write this down. I am learning so much today. Oh, that is wonderful. There is no such thing as good. You just do it. And if you're understood, it's good. That makes perfect sense. Okay, Spock has something here. I have been teaching. Oh, good. Do you mind reading that one too, Fatima, of Spock's? Good.
all right.
Thank you.
I have been a live streamer and subscriber to teachers before. It helped me come up on screen and speak confidently. Nice.
See? Oh, you can do it too. Everyone that's here. Is this anyone's first time? I bet some of you, it might be your first time to be here. Oh, here's another one. I'll read this one, Fatima, because it's about you. He says, Fatima, and you misspelled her name wrong. Fatima, your accent is superfluous and impressive. So melodious to hear. It's like music. Oh my goodness. Does your fiance say that? Your music or your voice is like music to my ears. That is just like poetry. Now,
Thank you.
Fatima
Yeah, it
writes,
seems like poetry.
isn't that cute? I love it. People here are so kind. So Fatima writes poetry, you guys, and recites poetry sometimes. Did you bring any with you today? Oh, look at
Let
all the
me check.
first timers. Oh my goodness. Welcome. High five. Can you find something, Fatima? I would love to hear your work.
I'm trying to.
It's beautiful. It's very deep. A lot of your poetry is really from the heart. You can just feel it, and you learn a lot by listening to poetry and listening to the different concepts. It's very artistic and creative. Okay, Spock has something else here. No idea why tens of them are pouring in towards some teachers while others have so few subscribers. I know. That would be me. My husband, I know it's hard. This is a labor of love. And, they just started the Hallow courses. So the people that can afford to pay will be, signing up for those courses. And they're very intense and very involved. You get certification and an artificial intelligence score that aligns with IELTS and some of those other exams. So, it's really worth it. And I've been teaching my first Hallow course, and it is going to make it possible for me to do this because the live streams just don't really do much for some people. Now, others, do you think it's because they're up there for so many hours? I see people live streaming for 5 hours, and I can't do that. I really can't. What do you think? What makes people like them? Are they just here for a long time? And so a lot of people go to their page. I think it's just like high school. They're just popular. Did you ever have that in school? The popular in group? Were you a part of the in group, Fatima?
To be honest, I was the cup of tea of the teacher. So, like, there are some students they didn't like me for that. So, I was popular, like knowledge-wise, score-wise, not that say.
Right.
I gained popularity among teachers, not among students. So.
There you go. And a lot of that is very it's very temporary. What I have noticed is, sometimes they'll be there and then sometimes they won't. So, you just can't depend on that. Spock says, this justifies biblical saying that those who have riches will get more. 1% are everywhere. Is that who they are? They're the 1%. Oh, thank you, Spock. I was beginning to wonder if I was getting left out. I always look at it. I don't look at my numbers as much. Now, yeah, I look at the income because when I cash out, I'm always very thankful, because Hallow does, it's like a little part-time kind of hobby of a job. But yeah, I think the blessing comes from the reward I get from learning from all of you and meeting people, and I get experience as an online teacher. So, it's a give and take in life. And, as long as you're not suffering, it's okay. It's doable. We always want it to be better. And I have big goals. When I graduate, I'm going to be rich and famous, right? Oh, Simba Sarah's got a big one here. Moreover, I've learned how to overcome my madness toward the people who have objections or disagreements to my speech. I'd say with my speech. I was petrified. You don't have to have a in front of that. While dealing with criticism in the early days of Hallow. Yeah, it's kind of hard to get corrected. She says, though staying here really helped me to boost. You want to use the word boost instead of boast. Boast is like bragging about myself, and boost is you get uplifted. Okay, so boost is the right word, Sarah, and I saw you do that a couple of times. Helped boost my tolerance too. So you're more tolerant with people. Good. As I must say that patience is a vital part of learning. Oh, if that wasn't so long, I'd pin it, but most of it would get cut off. So I'm not going to do it. And here comes Fatima's poetry. You shared it with us. Would you like to read it as well, Fatima?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Autumn Rain. Like, I wrote this poem 1 year ago, like for 2020. I wrote this one. The autumn rain sent me a message. It was more like a direct encourage. How the unexpected please the most. It releases from fear's ghost, along with the scent of the wood soil, how our thoughts get boiled. It directs us to the new season, and how unreason turns to reason. The same way he turned to rain, that's when you get the word from the vein. The more it rains, the more I think, the more brain gets to sink. But still it gives hope. Clean souls more than soap. Be hopeful and always remember how a planet often outnumbers all the torn plans and wishes, and how the unwishes turn to wishes. Some said Take a wish. I'm still wondering about that wish. What if the wish will turn to be an wish?
I see you put that in 2 comments. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. That was so good. Oh, some really good plays on words. Did you catch some of those words and how she can really manage them? They mean kind of more than the words, right? When you think about it, it goes very, very deep and on many levels. Have you all heard the term of reading between the lines? Yeah, you have to learn to read between the lines. It will say something, but there's an underlying meaning that you want to extrapolate and pull out. I know we're using some big words here. That was beautiful, Fatima. Oh my gosh. Excellent. Spock says, why y'all writing big essays today? Why are you all, y'all, are you a Texan too, Spock? Yeah, I think I was asking them, please write in complete sentences. I want your punctuation to be perfect. And just because you're on Hallow or on mobile device is no excuse. You need to try to be as perfect as you can so that you can improve. You know, if you keep writing and incorrectly, you're learning it incorrectly. Okay. So make sure that you're learning proper English. All right. Mutha, welcome. Spectacular. I love that. Okay. Sivasara says, Fatima, that was fascinating. I'm filled with the heap of beautiful emotions. Thanks for sharing those thoughts. Oh, thought-provoking words. Keep growing. Wow, you guys are amazing to me. I'm just going to sit back and watch you all because you're just amazing. Oh, okay. So Fatima, maybe you can help me read some of these comments. Here's one from Spock.
He's saying, I'm a simple man. Academic writing and punctuation takes up too many brain cells. It
But you
takes, to
wrote
be
that
honest.
sentence well. Did you see that? It's got a period. I'm a simple man. Academic writing and punctuation takes up too many brain cells. Now, I want to explain to you about that. The first thing I learned when I went back to school and began to get a degree in a master of science, so it was scientific. And, I was thinking, I can't learn anymore. I already know too much. My brain is full. Or you say it takes up too many brain cells. Now, there are two things here. One, we don't use all of our brains. Did you know we only use less than 5% of our brains?
Mm-hmm.
But have you heard of this term? It's called brain plasticity. Plasticity. Do you know what this is? Anyone? Have you ever heard that every time you learn something new, you get another wrinkle in your brain? Brain expands. The same guy knows. Oh, I should share this. Let's look it up. Let's see. Do you guys know what the brain looks like? Have you seen pictures of it? Here, I'm going to look it up. Some images. Brain. Here they come. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when you learn something new, you get a new wrinkle in there, right? It's like a new wrinkle.
Wow.
And it's called brain plasticity. And as long as you're learning, you're growing and you can think clearly. Like elderly people are starting to get dementia and Alzheimer's, they can't remember. If they use their brains more and like learning another language, you're really using your brain to do that, aren't you? You would be growing. Your brain would grow. I tell my students that my young ones, they'll be putting sentences together and they're working very hard and it takes them a long time. So I'm just sitting there watching and I'm like, I can see your brains growing. They're so cute. Muthu, what is electroplasticity? Is that the same thing? It looks like a walnut, Annie. You are so funny. Oh my goodness. Does it really? Let's see what a walnut looks like, everyone. You are too good. It kind of does. Look at that. Oh my goodness. The walnuts. Does that look like a brain? Oh, here's one in a heart shape. Is your brain heart shaped? Oh, that's really good. Analogy. Have you guys heard that word, analogy? Yeah. Do you know analogy? What is an analogy? I bet you know, Fatima, because you're an English major.
Yeah, it's just like to make a comparison between two things that have an associated feature.
Good. Yeah. A comparison. Excellent. Oh, okay. So Miss Sarah's got another long one here. I'm going to pin it, though. It's not too long to pin. Fatima, would you like to read that one?
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
I always feel like I am at cloud nine whenever I join you, Kathryn. You have a sheer amount of knowledge and patience for your students. I must say you are extraordinary and humble at the same time.
oh, thank you, Simba
I can tell.
Sarah. I love you. I just think you're just an amazing student. And, you are a leader now. You were saying how you were a little shy at first and an introvert. And now you're kind of ambivert. Was that the word? Did I say it right? Okay. So what I'm seeing is you're becoming a leader, because now you're feeling more confident and you're helping others and uplifting others, and that's going to uplift you. Do you know what they say about scientific research? I'm working on this PhD, and they say that we're not trying to prove anything. Like a theory or hypothesis. I'm not
Mhm.
trying to prove my opinion or what I know. Instead, I'm trying to improve instead of prove. I'm going to write that in the
Mhm.
comments. Improve instead of prove.
Prove.
Okay. And what we're doing is improving other theories and scientists who have come before us that everyone now agrees it's true and it's factual evidence. So now we're standing on the shoulders of giants, because those theorists, there's someone who created the social learning theory. And that's what we're doing here on Hallow. We're very sociable and learning. Um, so, yes, you are standing on the shoulders of giants, and those are the people who came before you. Do you have ancestors that you look up to, Fatima, that you want to be like, or that they made a big impact on your life?
Like what? I have just like a weird opinions about ancestor thing, a role model thing in general.
Yeah.
Like I think each role model or each ancestor was perfect for their own time. Like even the theories, even like everything, it was a good option. It was a good materials for their own time. Like life changed. Like even just look at it, the scientific facts. Like back in the day for physics, like physics supposedly it's the more objective thing, right? Like
Yes.
day by day they are proving that all what have been, let's say, observed and proven back in the day, it was correct back in the day. But the universe is in expanding, so there's no just like a
Oh, that
fixed
is
or an
interesting.
objective fact. So the same thing goes for the role models and for the methods. Like
Mhm,
I cannot tell that method was wrong. Probably it was correct at its own time. It met the needs of people at that time.
mhm,
But for nowadays, I think we should be kind of novel. We should be innovative.
mhm.
We shouldn't be following a certain strategy. As you said, we shouldn't be proving their methods, whether it's right or wrong. We should improve it. So if we, let's say, apply this strategy in our life, I think we'll be way advanced than what we
Ah,
are.
I love that. Yes, I agree. Things are always changing. There's a really neat concept, and I know I'm losing track of comments here, but I'd like to share the screen because we're kind of talking about knowledge and knowledge acquisition. That means that you're acquiring new knowledge. Have you all heard of half-life knowledge? Have you heard of it? Half-life knowledge?
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's a really neat theorist. His name is George Siemens, and he developed this. They aren't calling it a theory yet, but it is. You can see it right here, a kind of learning theory. But academia hasn't really accepted him yet, and I believe he's right on. Um, But would you mind reading the definition of what his theory?
All right. What is Simon's theory? Connectivism is a kind of learning theory that was created by George Simmons. Principle of connectivism: learning and knowledge rests in diversity of opinions. Learning is a process of connecting specialized nodes or information sources. Learning may reside in non-human
Appliances like a computer.
appliances.
Yeah, so
Right.
there's what's called half-life knowledge. And do you mind reading this one, Fatima? This really blows my mind. People also ask.
What is the half-life of technical knowledge? Modern estimates place the half-life of an engineering degree at between 2.5 and 5 years, requiring between 10 to 20 hours of study per week. Welcome to the treadmill where you have to run fast and faster so that you don't fall behind.
Okay, that wasn't the right definition. Let me see if we can find it in Wikipedia. Do you guys know Wikipedia? It's like an encyclopedia. It has all kinds of things. Now this gets very in-depth. Let me see. There's a particular thing about it. You're getting good practice reading. Would you mind reading about half-life knowledge here? Oh, it's kind of falling off the screen, isn't it? Let me see if I can help. And it's really falling off the screen. I'm not finding the definition I'm looking for half-life knowledge. But Siemens wrote a lot about it, and it's a really interesting theory. It's basically that everything that has been known, let's see if I can find it. Maybe it's in this one right here.
Is partially true? Is it like that?
No, it's that things are changing so fast. Oh, here's the whole, this is the whole dissertation about it. Oh my gosh, there's so much in here. It's going to be too hard to look for. Okay, well, let's just get back. I want to get back to these comments. I know a lot of people are having a lot of things to say. I think I got sidetracked on Spock when he was talking about aliens. You want to read this one, Fatima, and see what he's up to? Are they real?
Alliance or real? Sources confirmed. X marks the spot right. Elon Musk blew up tons of rockets to land a few back on Mars safely, and those UFOs coming up and down, zigzagging in seconds. Unbelievable.
That's great. Okay. I can't believe all of my half-life knowledges documents are gone. I really wanted to share that with you. It's really an interesting term. You are too funny, Spock. Okay, so you know, a lot of people do believe that there is life on other planets. So, oh, so Simba Sarah says there's another word. It's omnivert. Have you heard that one, Fatima?
Omnivert.
Omnivert. Oh,
Right.
Duke
I'm
says
learning
we're
new
the
stuff.
aliens. Aliens are creatures that aren't from this planet. So we're not from this planet. I've heard that. I'm just visiting. I'm from somewhere else. Oh, Simba Sarah says Wikipedia was a revolution when you were a child. Yeah, it is a very good source. And do you know how Wikipedia works, Fatima? Do you know how they created Wikipedia? Have you used it before?
I used it, but as I said, according to research and things, it's not that reliable because anyone can come and write anything they want,
There you
and
go.
anyone can come and edit anything they want, as if they are reliable enough to edit
Exactly.
it. That's why. But yeah, but it's the most of common engine that like is used. Let's say in website stuff. but it's not that reliable.
Yeah, for general
That's
knowledge. Yeah. And, because the internet is collaborative, we can all work together on something at the same time or different times, and it's one document. So anyone can go to Wikipedia, and if they know something about the subject, they're going to create it. And you can see it from a lot of different perspectives. Now, some of it may not be as true. They do footnote a lot, so you can check sources on Wikipedia. But if you're a scholarly writer, it's not considered evidence-based research, okay? So it's not a good reference. You cannot use Wikipedia as a reference in your research papers, okay, guys? Good to know. Duke says, Simba, aliens are things we don't know about, or we fear to face them. Spock, that's why I heard a speaker say our mind remembers things the last time we called it up. That particular knowledge, meaning gap between previous revisions. I should have let you read that, Fatima. That is some interesting science. And if I can find my half-life knowledge, I'm going to blow your mind on that one too, if I can just find it. Here's one. Oh, Fatima, would you read? Oh, she's got to go. Thank you, Simba, Sarah. Welcome. I'm so glad you're going to study your Quran. That's good. That's so good. Thank you for coming. Shaima. Oh, excellent. So, Fatima, the spotlight's on you. Okay, I am going to try this. Do you have any more, I don't know, poetry you'd like to share? Let's see. I'm getting the same page on this stuff.
I'm also, let's say, looking for the half-life knowledge.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking around because I know I saved it in my computer. It's just so mind-boggling. But everything I look up are these big, long research papers, so I'm not having much luck. I've got a ton of stuff by George Siemens. Okay. And I wanted to memorize it. What I'll do is maybe I'll just create a class around it. It's that vast and incredible. It's really fun and interesting. Oh my goodness. So I've really gotten behind. How are you guys doing out there? Don't listen to me on that topic. Okay. Oh, it's a very good topic and so interesting. Oh, well, do you guys have any more questions or anything you want to share? I think it's in physics.
The quantum, yeah.
It's very quantum, right? There's a whole book about it. Okay, so I guess you guys should see the research. Now, we looked at Google Scholar when we did our Ed Tech Heads discussion group. Here we go. This still isn't giving the best definition. Half-life knowledge. So this is kind of the definition. It's the half-life knowledge is the amount of time that has to elapse before half of the knowledge in a particular area is superseded or shown to be true. Half-life. Untrue. Yes, thank you. So this concept is just really interesting. And it's talking about radioactivity and things like that. Oh, there's a whole scientific formula for it. The initial amount of something. So it's very, very scientific. The half-life. Now, this is talking about radioactivity. But I like to focus on the half-life knowledge concept, which, oh boy, I'm way into something else. Let's get out of physics. Half-life in education. Let's try to do that one.
Like, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's associated with the theory of illusion of time.
Yes, it's like
another thing in physics.
Everything that's been known is obsolete, you know, and what we're learning today is going to be even shorter span of time. Oh, they're so good. Everything we know has an expiration date, and that's why we get all these updates and upgrades. Oh, this looks really in depth. Oh my gosh, a whole book about it. But it's not the actual, there's a quote from Siemens about it that is just really good. Okay. I keep getting Wikipedia. No, they're not going to let me have it. Okay, so we're going to have to go back to the drawing board and do some more research before the next class. I'll try to get that definition for you. So is there anything else? Anybody else has a question or anything else? I think we're about ready to wrap it up. Thank you, Fatima. You have made this a very entertaining and
Thank
interesting.
you so much. Thanks for having me. Thank you.
Oh, thank you for bearing with me. This is my last class of the week. I've had a million of them, and I'm about ready to collapse. So I'm going to take it easy and have my weekend. I'm off tomorrow, but I'll be back on Monday for beginner English, and then we get a little bit harder as we go through the week. So on Saturday, you can't depend on me for a lot of knowledge. It's all about my spotlight that I put on you, and I get to learn from you guys. So that was really, I think I learned a lot. Did you learn anything, Fatima?
I've learned a lot, to be honest.
It was fun. Well, thank you for joining.
And one of the things I've learned is that I have a melodious voice. That was a new information.
Now, be careful. A lot of people that ED on the end of learned, did you say it in one syllable? Learned. I learned a lot today. Now, sometimes they spell it learnt, but that's more of a British thing. But learned, it's not learn ed. I learn ed a lot. No, because when you say learned,
I learned.
Right. Learned is a person that knows a lot. They're very learned. And that is another word. So I see a lot of this. And particularly people in the Middle East will say that ED like another syllable. And usually it's just one syllable. Like I shopped. I didn't shop ed. Okay. There are many, many other ones. I grab ed. No, I grabbed. It's one syllable. Okay. So any way I can help, guys. I'm going to help by going and taking a break.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming, Fatima.
See you.
Blessings to you. We'll see you next time, everyone. Thanks a lot for coming. Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye, all of my Facebook and YouTube friends. Thank you for coming. We'll see you next time. Teacher Sky signing off.